God's love. Hope you are all okay. My best wishes and most loving greeting to you. Today, I have some urgent and important things to solve with you. And this involves even Buddhism. To many of you, this religion may not be familiar, but you could look on the internet to find out. It originated in Vietnam. For some days before today, I have been sent urgent messages for me to do something, to share some information, but I have been too busy. And so I did not really check to see where it was from. And yesterday, the messages were very clear and kind of pushing but encouraging me to participate, to study, and to look at the issue. So I left much of the workload at about 3-4 o'clock in the morning yesterday. Today is the 26th. No, on the 25th. Yeah, that's right. The 25th of August 2024. So I sat down and requested the sender of the messages, please tell me what it's all about that is so urgent. And please let me know who you are also. So it all came out very clear, a vision of, let me see, I noticed some here, of Kaudai saints and sages. And also, how many here? Oh, be patient with me. I have just a very quick note. It's not very easy to read. Not like you type it and read it, or have it on the teleprompter or anything. Oh, never mind. I don't see it. I'll tell you later. Oh, I know what happened. I wrote some on paper and some on the phone because I was in the dark. I didn't want to get up and take more paper. So I'm going to look for that phone and I'll come back. I stop just for now. So, okay, I'm back here. The meeting was chaired by His Majesty, the King of the Kaudai realm, which I will tell you more later. I just read it as it goes. I'm not used to reading ready-made things, especially in shorthand and not very clear. Okay, His Majesty, the King of Kaudaism in the, we call it the Kaudai realm, chaired, led this gathering, this meeting of many Kaudai saints and sages. Altogether, this is not all that they had there. It was just the main important saints and sages in the council. So there were 58 Kaudai saints and sages on the 24th of August, not the 25th. Yeah, time passed so quick. Sorry, I have written here 24th of August. And the chief of the meeting was also His Majesty the King of the Kaudai realm. His holy name is Đại Thánh Đế Quân in Vietnamese. I'm worried that I don't know how to translate it correctly. For me, more or less, it's like His Majesty, Great Saint King. Yeah, Great Saint King. Or maybe Great Saint Emperor King. Yes. I'm sorry if I offend you, Your Majesty, and all the saints. I'm not used to Kaudaism that much. It's the first time I've ever truly been in contact with you. Forgive me for any mistakes. And thousands of attendees of different ranks, all kinds of ranks from that realm. I was also lifted up there to see them. They're wondrous, beautiful realm as well. And this meeting was about a person, a being who's supposed to be the good and pure medium. So you can say like the transmitter of the saints and sages' teachings from the higher realm of Taoism. That person's name is Hui Bu, or in Chinese, Hua Bao. I did not know about him personally until a few weeks ago when I accidentally read some of his writings posted on, I think it was YouTube. I'm not sure anymore. It must be YouTube then. Yes. As I told you, I have a no SIM phone, and since then I discover many things. Before, sometimes I read the news only from Western reporting. I have never looked and see Vietnamese news report before. Very rarely, sometimes it pops up. I used to look at like Microsoft, and they report many things. And I'm more looking into like world peace or something disturbing, like pandemics or animal people, funny clips, to send to the Supreme Master television team in case they can see what they need or what they can use, or they can be inspired to research more about this and that subject or report it in the news. And nowadays, that is done by another team because I really don't have enough time anymore. Even if I don't eat and I don't sleep, I could never finish my whole day's work if that also included that news, because once you're in the news, you have to do a lot of research. Now, this Mr. Hui Bu, he wrote his name, and he even claimed himself to be Đại Minh Sư Hui Bu, meaning Great Master Hui Bu. I never knew him before, though he claimed to be my disciple. And some people, some of my so-called disciples, knew him and told me, because I didn't know who he was. So I kind of posted and asked, and some of my so-called disciples say that he is my disciple, until he was my disciple because of his scheme. Now, this meeting was about how the Cao realm leaders, saints and sages, and His Majesty, the King of Taoism, lodged a complaint. Not a complaint, a request to me. I did not know much about this Weibo, until recently. And I didn't think it was too much of a problem. After they told me that he's my disciple, I thought, what kind of disciple is this? Doing things that are not proper, like he just went and gave initiation to people without notifying me at all or asking me. Because normally we do it like this. People have to apply, so we can have some of their whereabouts and contact information, so that when we have the initiation, we don't just do it like one by one. We don't have a lot of time and enough people to give initiation one by one all the time. It sometimes happens. It just depends, If that person is already in Sihu or maybe New Land Ashram, then we can do that. But mostly they apply first through the centers, and then center sent it to a department. And then that department will send all their names listed to me. Well, I don't really need their names and photos. It's just that it's good for the administration to give them their initiation ID. So when they go into the ashram, they have priority. And they can come in and sit in the meditation hall together, while others maybe stay outside or doing their own meditation or playing with their children or buying some food from the vendors, which we allow to come in a section of the ashram, vegan food, vegetables, and other necessities. It's a small group of vendors from nearby in the vicinity. We used to have that also in Sihu, so the villagers could bring their vegan food, their own cultivated vegetables and fruits, and their own made vegan cakes, proteins, tofu, and whatever things they cook. You can eat it right away or can buy it to bring home. All kinds of products. And we never take any money from these vendors. We just give them the space so that they come and put out their products in their own space that's assigned to them. Then they can sell it directly to whomever wants to buy them. So now this Mr. Hui Bu, he claims that he's my disciple also. He insists that he's my disciple. In the beginning, I saw just some good writing like praising me and all that stuff. But later on, I discovered that he tried to associate tightly with me for some reason. But he used not a very honest way, a zigzag way, like he changed a Buddhist sutra. Like, for example, the Avatamsaka Sutra is also called the Flower Adornment Sutra. In chapter 39, he identified me as Suma, the great woman who has incredible power due to her vow. Yes. Well, I do have these incredible powers also, God-given. Thanks God and thanks all the masters who support and who give me a lot of merit for that. So it seems partially identical. A little part is identical, you may think. But this woman wasn't named Suma in the Flower Adornment Sutra. Her name is Vasumitra, and he changed it to Vasumatra. Maybe he learned it from Tràng Tâm, taking out the middle of the name. Yeah, and use it to call that great bodhisattva Suma, and then associated her with me like Suma Ching Hai. And then in that sutra, normally it's Vasumitra with an I, okay, not A, like Vasumitra, yeah? So, Vasumitra, not Vasumatra. And he changed, he altered the name of that great bodhisattva so that he can associate it with me.
Phiên bản tiếng Phạn của Kinh Hoa Nghiêm, Phẩm 39, Phần 28. Phần này đề cập đến tên sau nhiều lần, bao gồm cả trong tiêu đề. Vasumitra trong bản chữ cái La Mã được viết là Vasumitra theo từ điển Phật giáo tiếng Phạn hỗn hợp Egerton. Vasumitra là tên của một Bhagavati hay nữ thần. Tuy nhiên, từ Vasumatra được viết với A thay vì Y không xuất hiện ở bất cứ đâu trong văn bản tiếng Phạn của Kinh Hoa Nghiêm. Vasumatra cũng không có trong từ điển tiếng Phạn của Egerton.
Thì Bà Tu Mật Đa là dịch ra từ cái phạn ngữ là Vasumatra.
Tên giả bịa để lừa người lương thiện. Tên thật của ngài là Vasumitra.
Va là đầu của chữ, hay là gọi là đầu ngữ đó, đầu của chữ. Còn Suma là thân của chữ, là phần giữa đó.
Cẩn thận, đây là tên giả. Tên thật của ngài là Vasumitra.
Còn tra là dĩ ngữ, là phần đuôi của cái chữ. Vasumatra dịch ra là Bà Tu Mật Đa. Xuất phát từ Vasumatra, Như Lai đã quyền ký tiên tri ẩn chữ Suma bằng cách mượn bộ phận Suma trong Vasumatra.
Cẩn thận, những tuyên bố của Huệ Bửu không có trong Kinh Hoa Nghiêm tiếng Phạn.
And he changed also the story altogether. In that chapter, there was a description of a spiritual practitioner. His name in Vietnamese is Thiện Tài Đồng Tử. In Chinese is San Chai Thong Zi. And his name is Sudana, actually, in the sutra. So it has nothing to do with Hui Bu at all. But on top of the name Sudana, San Chai Thong Zi, Hui Bu say that San Chai Thong Zi, Sudana, that spiritual male practitioner, has the image of Maitreya Buddha in the original sutra, there was no such thing as Sanchai Tongzi is Maitreya Buddha at all. No. He changed the name of the lady Bodhisattva and he changed the story of Sanchai Tongzi. The reason why he changed and added Maitreya Buddha in it is because in Vietnam he called himself, or maybe he used to be Tongzi. Tongzi in Vietnamese means another word, means the medium, a different kind of medium. In Taoism also we call it medium. He is also a medium, so he wanted to zigzag his position or his title into the title of Sanchai Tongzi, Thiền Tài Đồng Tử. It has nothing to do with him at all. There's only one Thiền Tài Đồng Tử, meaning only one Sudana. And he is not a medium, his name, because Sanchai Tongzi is the only one so named who is the... It's a long story, you know, how he went there. But he is the Guan Yin Bodhisattva's attendant. And Guan Yin Bodhisattva had two attendants. One is a little girl named Long Nữ on one side. Mostly she's on the right side of the Guan Yin Bodhisattva. And the boy, Sanchai Tongzi, meaning Sudana, is on her left side. Both of them are Guan Yin Bodhisattva's attendants. And now, this man, even though his title is also Tongzi, it has nothing to do with Sanchai Tongzi. I hope I make myself clear. I have to explain to you a little bit like that, you know, but if you want to know about Sanchai Tongzi, attendant of Guan Yin Bodhisattva, we have to have another story time on the Buddhist sutra and Buddhist stories. Now, this man, Huibu, he deliberately wants to be called Maitreya Buddha. In fact, he gave a lecture or something like that somewhere. I never knew him until a couple of weeks ago. I didn't know that he calls himself Maitreya or whatever he calls himself. I just saw a couple of his writings on the internet some weeks ago. Yeah, almost at the same time as the demon Trang Tam discovery. Suddenly they both came together somehow. And I thought he wrote some praise about me, but he gave me another Buddha title, the Wisdom Bodhisattva. Manjushri, yes. Well, Manjushri, I told you already that he was the first one who came into the body of the baby, which later I use as my body, as my temple for God, worshipping and God's mission. I told you already in one of the latest flying news. So I don't want to talk more about that. It's too long, too many things to say. I wish I had more time, more than 365 days per year. Yeah, you have no idea. Often I can't eat on time, I can't sleep. And I need to meditate a lot. I wish I could meditate more, you know, to take care of the world. But Supreme Master TV is also a part of it, so I can't neglect that. Many times there are a lot of work coming all together and I just say goodbye to sleep. Many days, many nights, I can't sleep. I cannot, have no time. Can't even cook rice and sesame. There's no time at all. Just grab something, maybe some slices of bread, brown bread, and then eat it with whatever I have. Or nothing. I just like vegan butter. It works. I'm alive. Just recently, too much karma. I'm very tired, but I rest whenever I can. Now, I talk so much about it. Okay, let's go straight to Huibu, okay? I did not have too much time to think about him, to handle or to do anything. But I did talk, you know, about him without mentioning his name, because I didn't want him to be ashamed. I didn't want people to know him, or maybe some people who know him would come and question him and, you know, challenge him. I didn't like that because I did not have time to check him out until some days ago, only because I've been sent all these messages about him, you know. Then the saints of Taoism told me that he's The zealous ghost, not demon, ghost, was similar, a little bit less power. Zealous ghost which doesn't listen to His Majesty, the King of zealous ghosts, didn't go to the heaven that I have made for them. There are quite a lot that still hang around on earth. Many of them hide in humans' appearance and body. So they don't want to go, or they just like to stay and make trouble, or, enjoy the physical food or physical whatever, yes. So that's why he eats meat and drinks wine. Not every day, but he does do it when he feels like it. I'm told like that. I did not know this man before. Of course, I have too many disciples. Some appear fake. And this zealous ghost, hidden in human form, is not a real disciple. He sneaked in just for lowly scheme, as it is too obvious now. Oh dear God, all will be better if this indecent stuff no longer might disturbingly exist. Too much time wasting, because we have so much danger everywhere nowadays, hurting, killing people and all beings in our world, that we have to find fast solutions to survive. Not like this guy, has nothing better to do than talking and behaving like the worst and stupid lunatic. I just know them more clearly by their soul, and I don't have time to keep checking one by one every day, physically, unless something comes up like this kind of stuff, that he faked the name of Maitreya Buddha and altered the sutra. This is a great sin that he did, and claiming his Sanchai Tongzi as well, also known as Sudana, the attendant of Kuan Yin Bodhisattva, when he has nothing to do with it. And he claims that he saw many of his previous lifetimes. The saints of Taoism told me it's a lie. And then they requested me to tell the world about this Huibu has been denounced by Taoism for a long time already. He came out, after waiting a long time for an opportunity, and falsely claimed himself as a Buddha. It's a great sin he did. What can he do anyway? All his life he has done nothing. Living off cow dye, followers, then changed to Buddhism, then sneaked into the association. He claims that he tried to find the way and all that. No, he just went to the Taoism temple, just as a profiter, to profit from the fame, fortune, and the comfort. Also, he sneaked into your initiation group for that same reason. They requested me to tell the world about this Huibu has been denounced by Taoism for a long time already. He come out, after waiting a long time for an opportunity, and falsely claimed himself as a Buddha. It's a great sin he did. What can he do anyway? All his life he has done nothing. Living off cow dye, followers, then changed to Buddhism, then sneaked into the association. He claims that he tried to find the way and all that. No, he just went to the Taoism temple, just as a profiter, to profit from the fame, fortune, and the comfort. Also, he sneaked into your initiation group for that same reason. Okay, let's see what the saints complained about. I have written a little bit here so that I can remember. Now, they have 4 reasons. I asked them, what are the reasons? First, they asked me to make the name Huibu be public because I didn't want to. After I knew about him and I saw his exact writing and altering the sutra and all that, and dare to claim he's Maitreya Buddha, I had doubts about him, and he kept sticking to my name. I asked the Kaudai saints, but he did praise me before. And if he really wants to betray me, why would he do that? It was a little confusing, even for me at first, as I didn't think too much about it. His tale came out later. Okay, let's go to the saints' reasons why they want me to tell the people. There were 4 parts that the saints told me. And His Majesty, the King, approved all that. The spokesperson spoke to the assembly, everyone there, and then the king says in front of everyone, this is from His Majesty, the King of Kaudai realm. First is that they want to tell people, to tell each other, not to trust Huibu because he lied, like he didn't see any of his reincarnated lives. He just proclaimed that. He said he reincarnated as many times as Maitreya Buddha means he is Maitreya. He likes to think that he is. That has nothing to do with Buddha status. No one would believe such an absurd, stupid association. It'd be an insult to your intelligence. Even if he reincarnates the same or double that, has nothing to do with Buddha status. Thus, the saint explained to me. Just like Devadatta or Mara, he always reincarnated together with Sakyamuni Buddha and troubled him all the time. Every lifetime Buddha came out, Devadatta came out also. But that doesn't mean he's a Buddha. And just to emphasize one important thing, a person who works as a medium is like the transmitter of the saints' teachings. The saints will come down and teach using his mouth to talk to the people who are responsible to write it down or record it for their followers, for their faithful, to continue to study under the saints. Because the saints are not in body, so they use the body of the medium to talk to their faithful. And that happened, that's possible. I will talk more about that later. So this Huibu lied in too many ways. Okay, there were 4 things they told me. The first thing you already heard, like tell people to tell each other not to trust Huibu. And number 2, what they want people to tell each other is Huibu damaged Kaudai's world reputation. And number 3, he secretly falsified doctrines for his own fame and fortune. And now number 4 is that they want people to know that he is not their faithful anymore because of world peace obstruction. That's his number 4. So number 1, do not trust Huibu. Number 2, Huibu damaged Kaudai's world reputation. Number 3, Huibu secretly falsified doctrines for his own fame and fortune. Number 4, Huibu is not their faithful anymore because of world peace obstruction. And so I asked what kind of doctrine, because I only see a Buddhist doctrine. They say that he also, what? They say he secretly falsifies the Kaudaism doctrine also. That I cannot tell. I'm not very familiar with it. And even if I know, then it's a long doctrine to tell. Anyway, so I guess they want to tell people that whatever he says on the internet is not according to the Kaudai teaching from the saints, from the Kaudai realm, because he falsifies it to suit himself. The example is that he falsified the Avatamsaka Sutra. He claimed the Maitreya title and threatened to sue anyone, including me, who claimed his company title, meaning claimed the Maitreya title. My God, he's making Buddha into business now. He's selling Buddha.
Và Thiện Tài Đồng Tử là hình ảnh của Di Lặc Tôn Phật, Ngài giáng sanh ở tại Việt Nam. Thiện Tài Đồng Tử tức là hình ảnh của Di Lặc Tôn Phật trên con đường tầm đạo đã đi đến tìm gặp vị bà Tu Mật Đa nữ này. Lẽ tất nhiên họ không tin về cái hạnh đạo cao siêu của vị bà Tu Mật Đa nữ này. Cho nên khi mà thấy Thiện Tài Đồng Tử, tức là hình ảnh của Di Lặc Tôn Phật đi tìm đạo, muốn tìm đến gặp bà Tu Mật Đa nữ, thì họ cảm thấy thương hại, họ cảm thấy thương xót cho Thiện Tài Đồng Tử, cho nên họ rất là hoan nghênh khi mà biết được thiện tài đồng tử, tức là hình ảnh của Di Lặc Tôn Phật đi tìm bà tu Mật Đa nữ.
He just put Maitreya Buddha's name on top of Sudana, the attendant of Kuan Yin Bodhisattva, and then claimed that the attendant Sudana is him, and he added on the image. He said there is an image of Maitreya Buddha, which is Sudana.
Bài đăng trên Facebook của Huệ Bủ ngày 23 tháng 8 năm 2024.
Ngoài Kinh Di Lặc hạ sanh, Phật Thích Ca còn huyền ký nơi Kinh Hoa Nghiêm phẩm 39 nhập Pháp giới, nói về thiện tài đồng tử đi du hành tầm đạo ở phương Nam. Thiện tài đồng tử hạnh ngộ, bà tu Mật Đa nữ, tức Thanh Hải Vô Thượng Sư. Đó là những thiện tri thức mà thiện tài đồng tử đã gặp gỡ trên con đường tầm đạo đầy gian truân, để rồi đến lúc thiện tài đồng tử thấy được vô lượng vô biên kiếp của mình, tương đồng không khác vô lượng vô biên kiếp của Di Lặc Tôn Phật, tức là đã thành đạo vậy.
Oh, this is so confusing. No logic at all. There's no such thing like that. You just read the original Avatamsaka Sutra, then you will know it's nothing like that. He added it on so that he could claim to be Maitreya Buddha. Oh my God. But of course, I asked why would he do that? So the saints told me because he works for the king of Mara, for Mara. Yeah, he's subordinate of Mara. And he's just a medium rank, zealous ghost who works for Mara. Afterward, in the same chapter, Sudana did meet Maitreya. So the two and Huibu are three different beings. So he's claimed that both Sudana and Maitreya are Huibu himself. It makes three in one. It's absolutely lunatic.
Bằng chứng rằng thiện tài đồng tử và Đức Phật Di Lặc là hai chúng sinh khác nhau. Trích từ Kinh Hoa Nghiêm phẩm 39, bản dịch gốc từ tiếng Trung Hoa sang tiếng Anh của Thomas Cleary.
Thiện tài đồng tử và Đức Di Lặc được miêu tả là hai người khác nhau.
Thiện tài đồng tử đứng dưới chân đại lầu cát, cung kính đảnh lễ, nhất tâm nguyện thấy bậc giác ngộ Di Lặc để thân cận cúng dường. Bèn thấy Phật Di Lặc ngoài đại lầu cát từ chỗ khác đến. Nhìn thấy Phật Di Lặc, thiện tài đồng tử cảm thấy tâm trí thăng hoa, rất hoan hỷ vui mừng, và ông cúi lạy Phật Di Lặc từ xa.
Thiện tài đồng tử và Đức Di Lặc đến từ các thành khác nhau.
Thiện tài đồng tử thưa: Đại Thánh, từ nơi xa nào đến? Phật Di Lặc nói: Ta đến đây từ làng Cu Ti, trong lãnh thổ của người Ma La Đề, quê hương nơi ta sinh ra.
Trong khi đó, thiện tài đồng tử đến từ Phước Thành, như đã đề cập trước đó trong phẩm này.
Bấy giờ, dân chúng Phước Thành hay tin Ngài Văn Thù Sư Lợi Bồ Tát đã đến và đang ở đại tháp miếu trong rừng. Rồi, thiện tài đồng tử, một đồng tử xuất chúng, cùng với 500 đồng tử xuất chúng khác, đến gặp Văn Thù Sư Lợi, cúi mình đảnh lễ Ngài, đi vòng quanh Ngài, rồi ngồi xuống một bên.
Khi thiện tài đồng tử thấy các linh ảnh thiên đàng qua những lầu các tỳ lô xá na, điều này được ví như với việc một chúng sinh tâm linh bên ngoài ông ban cho ông khả năng nhìn thấy.
Cũng như một người bị vong linh nhập, nhìn thấy nhiều điều khác nhau và kể lại những gì được hỏi. Tương tự như vậy, thiện tài đồng tử nhờ vào sức thiện tri thức của bậc giác ngộ Di Lặc đã thấy tất cả những linh ảnh đó.
Sau đó, thiện tài đồng tử xác nhận điều này khi được Đức Di Lặc hỏi ông có thấy những linh ảnh không? Ông trả lời:
Bạch Đại Thánh, con có thấy. Đây là sức oai thần gia hộ ghi nhớ của thiện tri thức Di Lặc.
Sau khi thiện tài đồng tử thấy vô số kiếp của Đức Di Lặc trong lầu các tỳ lô giá na cuối cùng, và trong mỗi linh ảnh, ông thấy chính mình ngồi dưới chân của Đức Di Lặc.
Thiện tài đồng tử thấy một lầu cát rộng lớn, được sắp xếp với những đồ trang nghiêm, vượt trội hơn tất cả các lầu cát khác. Trong lầu cát đó, ông thấy bậc giác ngộ Di Lặc, lúc đản sinh từ đài sen, lúc đi 7 bước với sự chứng kiến của Đế Thích và Phạm Thiên, nhìn ra 10 phương, phát ra tiếng rống sư tử, thị hiện tất cả các giai đoạn của thời thơ ấu, chứng đắc Bồ đề, chăm chú nhìn cây giác ngộ, được Phạm Thiên thỉnh cầu giảng dạy và chuyển bánh xe Pháp lên cõi trời, với nhiều hóa hiện giảng dạy giác ngộ khác nhau. Và ở khắp mọi nơi đó, thiện tài đồng tử thấy mình đang ở dưới chân Phật Di Lặc.
Do đó, kinh điển rõ ràng nói rằng thiện tài đồng tử là một đệ tử ngồi dưới chân của Đức Di Lặc trong vô số kiếp mà thiện tài đồng tử chứng kiến.
Maybe he is a lunatic. I hope there won't be any more noise from him about this, so we can all rest and progress spiritually as well as take care of our world, which is in danger right now. But there are many other things that come afterward. It's not that simple. He's been waiting for the chance, and lately in the last few years, I was almost dead because of my sacrifice for the world, and also almost dead another time, another occasion because of the witchcraft, which I was not prepared to receive. So they all used this opportunity to try to kill me and take over my mission and just want to destroy this world and to delude people into worshiping the devil. I did not doubt that woman because she's a wife of my disciples, and she also sneak in as a disciple, just like this Huệ Bửu and Trang Tâm. Oh, I could tell you forever, but it's too much work, too time consuming. I didn't only meet these demons or ghosts just recently or within my disciples group. No, since I was young already. It's all like many movies. Long stories, intriguing stories, dangerous stories, surprising stories. And then now Huệ Bửu, that was the complaint, that was the sentence that the Cao saints gave him because he damaged their reputation, falsified their doctrine, caused obstruction of world peace, etc. I asked them some questions afterward concerning all these subjects, all these sentences. So we will talk a little bit more. Even if it's not in order, please excuse me. I just wrote some notes, but I did not write the whole, like prepare a lecture or anything like that. Normally I don't write anything, and I speak a little more fluently. With notes, it's a little bit less fluent. So now, at the scene of the meeting, we have also the king of Mara, His Majesty, the king of zealous demons, His Majesty, the king of zealous ghosts, and His Majesty, the king of witchcraft from the dark world, as well as His Majesty, the king of karma, and His Majesty, the king of security, who were also there to listen to the issue because they probably have to handle it later. Later you will see. Oh my God, I wish I could read them all. Okay. Now, I asked the Mara, is he your subordinate working for you? So the king of Mara said yes. Oh God, I hope I don't forget anything. So I asked, what kind of obstruction of peace? What can he do? And the saint said, by waiting for you to die so he can directly control people. For Mara in Christianity is Satan. For Mara is the devil. Oh, I have to check, okay. Some I wrote before, some I wrote after an extra addition. So now you know more or less about this guy, eh? Before, I did know a little bit about him. I doubted him, so I spoke about him in some of the FN, but not directly and not related to his name, because I know that he knows. If he read that, he would know, and I didn't have to tell others. I thought he was just mistaken or something, and after he heard all my explanations in the flight news, he would change, he would be quiet. But no. On the 23rd and 24th of August, after we had the first airing of the last flying news, he immediately wrote on his Facebook. Before that, he already threatened to ask his disciples to clarify that he's Maitreya. And then on the 23rd, 24th, he said, It's only him who can explain Maitreya Buddha's sutra secretly, in some secret detail. Then he is the real Maitreya Buddha. He means himself. If he ever explains the sutra, meaning he would twist and turn it just like how he did with the flower adornment sutra, to suit his own purpose. And this is a great sin. You can't alter the sutra just to suit your own fame and gain. That's what the Cao Đài Saint told me.
Bài đăng trên Facebook của Huệ Bủ ngày 23 tháng 8 năm 2024.
Di Lặc tôn Phật là vị Phật do Phật Thích Ca giới thiệu. Khi Phật Thích Ca tiên tri về sự ra đời của Phật Di Lặc, Phật Thích Ca biết rằng trong thời kỳ đó sẽ có rất nhiều Pháp Sư mạo danh, xưng danh Phật Di Lặc. Vì vậy, Phật Thích Ca đã để lại Kinh Di Lặc hạ sanh chứa đựng những huyền ký tiên tri ẩn của Ngài về cách nhận diện vị Phật hiện kiếp thứ 5 này. Vì lẽ đó, bất cứ vị Pháp Sư nào minh giải rõ ràng Kinh Di Lặc hạ sanh thì vị đó mới chính là Di Lặc tôn Phật. Còn như giải không được thì là giả Di Lặc Phật vậy.
Trích từ các bài đăng trên Facebook Phật Di Lặc của Huệ Bửu.
Thiện tài đồng tử, tức Di Lặc, được Thiên Liêng điểm vào làm đồng tử nơi Cao Đài giáo. Dì Tư đã hướng dẫn tôi về Thánh Tịnh Tam Thanh Cao Đài giáo ở xã Khánh Hậu, Tân An, nơi có trường tịnh hay thiền định theo pháp luyện đơn và đặc biệt là đàn cơ, điểm đạo cho tôi trở thành một đồng tử Cao Đài giáo. Giờ đây tôi nhắc lại những minh giải của Phật Thích Ca qua thần linh học cơ bút nơi Cao Đài giáo. Di Lặc được sanh ra và nuôi dưỡng trong chiếc nôi Cao Đài giáo. Ngài là người Cao Đài giáo với tâm hồn đại đồng. Di Lặc hấp thu giáo lý Cao Đài giáo và giáo pháp Phật giáo một cách tường tận. Ngài tu hành nơi hai nền tôn giáo lớn đó.
Trích Tam Nhạc Đàn tại Bát Quá Đồ Thiên năm 1935, một thông điệp từ Đấng Thượng Đế. Đắc pháp mà tiếp điển được với Thầy là ở trên Tam giáo xuống mới tiếp điển được với Thầy, còn ngoài ra không ai được hết, đó là vị minh sư ở trần thế. Thì những bậc minh sư đâu có vào cơ phổ độ hay còn được gọi là đạo Cao Đài mà lập công giống như các con nữa được, nên ở ngoài cơ phổ độ của Thầy mà ủng hộ cơ đạo của Thầy. Thầy minh ra cho các con biết rõ, những người phận sự của Thầy ở thế kêu là minh sư, nhưng còn một bậc sư ông còn ẩn. Như lời Đấng Thượng Đế phán trong đoạn kinh trên thì rõ ràng vị sư ông Di Lặc không phải là một tín đồ của đạo Cao Đài. Điều này tín đồ cũ của đạo Cao Đài tên Huệ Bửu này đã xuyên tạc thánh điển Cao Đài.
Now, a medium like him is not the one who transmits, who uses his body to transmit the message. He's just the body like an instrument. Yeah? Just like if I play guitar or mandolin sometimes, it's not the mandolin that makes the music, is me who handles the mandolin and makes music out of it. Yes, similar like that. So any medium could not declare that he's a Buddha just because he transmits some teaching from the Buddha, for example, if the Buddha wants to use his body. But the medium has to be pure and a complete vegan. The saints say he cannot eat chicken and drink alcohol like that. He does whenever he wants. He eats animal, people, meat, and drinks wine. In our association, all the members are vegan and don't drink alcohol, don't steal, don't tell lies. But he does all that. And who knows if he is still a virgin as he claims. Because the medium for Cao-Daism has to be virgin. Well, who knows if he is still a virgin? Let me ask the saints here if he is. Oh, not even that. So, of course, I don't have any evidence. I just listen to what I'm told, okay? Eat meat, drink wine and food around like that. He already broke many of the principles of Cao-Daism. Lying is the worst sin. In Buddhism also, if you lie that you are Buddha or you have attained complete enlightenment, that's the greatest lie. You will go to the relentless hell forever. If he really studied Buddhism, he should know that. And if he's really a sincere practitioner of Cao-Daism, he should know that. because the Cao saints teach all of their followers all these principles, similar to Buddhism. So this is not a mistake, it's deliberate, because he's a zealous ghost who doesn't want to obey his king to go to the paradise that I made for them. Just hanging around, wants to cause trouble. And then after he didn't follow His Majesty, the zealous ghost king, he followed and works for Mara now. So the Mara told him to do this and that. This couple of years, I had a lot of trouble, almost death, weakened in some points. So they use that opportunity to rise up. They also know that Trang Tam's going to finish his work soon. Just like the Buddha said that the demons, ghosts and monsters fake themselves as monks and nuns or lay followers in Buddhism or other religions, and after their power is worn out, they will be caught either by the authority or they will just run out of attraction. Thus, many temples, monasteries will lie empty and desolate.
The Buddha told Ananda, should there be such a being, Bodhisattva, Pratyeka Buddha, or Arhat, the gang of demonic monks will unite in hating him, slandering him. He will be expelled and banished. They will not let him remain at that place. From then onwards, they will all fail to cultivate merit according to the way. Temples will be empty and desolate, and will no longer be repaired, but will be allowed to fall into ruin. The monks will covet nothing but material goods, accumulating them without distribution, not doing good deeds. The reason the way will become shallow and weak is all because of that type of person. Some will evade the constables by taking refuge in my way, seeking to become monks, but not practicing the precepts and ordinances. At the middle and end of the lunar month, although in name they should chant the precepts, they will be tired of it and resentful, lazy and careless. They will not wish to listen. They will select and abbreviate here and there, unwilling to speak everything. The sutras will not be recited, and should there be readers, they will not know the characters and phrases. They will force interpretations and allege their accuracy, not bothering to ask people who know. In their haughtiness, they will pursue fame, making a vain display of elegant manners with which to glorify themselves and hope for people's offerings. This gang of demonic monks will be doomed to fall spirit and soul into Avicii hell after the end of their fated lives. Excerpt from The Ultimate Extinction of the Dharma Sutra.
The Nepal police has arrested Ram Bahadur, the self-claimed spiritual leader, who's also known as Buddha Boy. Now, the God man is facing allegations of abductions and rape of his followers. The authorities said that they arrested the 33-year-old man from a house in the outskirts of the capital city of Kathmandu, and they also confiscated banknotes amounting to over $227,000. Now, officials also found foreign currencies amounting to $23,000.
Quý vị và các bạn thân mến, trước khi nào con người ta chứng kiến nhiều người từng là sư, là thầy, có chức vụ trong tôn giáo, lại thực hiện những hành vi buôn thần bán thánh, lươn lẹo và lừa đảo tinh vi như trong năm 2021-2022. Hàng loạt cựu sư thầy, loạt trụ trì bị phanh phui, chỉ đến khi báo chí đăng đàn, cơ quan chức năng vào cuộc, xin mạn phép gọi những giả sư giả thầy này mới lộ bộ mặt thật là những kẻ lừa đảo chuyên nghiệp.
Viện Kiểm sát Nhân dân tỉnh Vĩnh Long vừa ban hành cáo trạng truy tố bị can Phạm Văn Cung, 40 tuổi, nguyên trụ trì chùa Phước Quang, và Nguyễn Tuấn Sĩ, 54 tuổi, ngụ thành phố Vĩnh Long, cùng về tội lừa đảo chiếm đoạt tài sản, cùng tổ chức nhiều chương trình, sự kiện để tạo uy tín cho bản thân, cùng giới thiệu với các bị hại là quen với nhiều lãnh đạo cấp cao, làm các video clip về hoạt động từ thiện của nhà chùa Phước Quang và Trung tâm Cô nhi viện Phật giáo Suối Nguồn Tình Thương, mà Cung là nhân vật chính thực hiện để đưa lên mạng xã hội. Thông qua đó, Cung quảng bá hình ảnh, tạo lòng tin cho nhiều người. Qua đó, Cung giới thiệu về công việc từ thiện của mình và tự nêu lên hoàn cảnh điều kiện khó khăn, vất vả trong việc nuôi dạy các cháu mồ côi, nhằm làm cho họ cảm thông và trợ giúp. Cung còn chủ động dựng lên các sự kiện không có thật để được cho mượn tiền. Tổng cộng, Phạm Văn Cung đã vay tiền của 4 người hơn 77,7 tỷ đồng để chi xài cá nhân, dẫn đến không có khả năng thanh toán. Sau khi bị tố giác, Cung đã trả lại cho các bị hại gần 10 tỷ đồng. Như vậy, số tiền mà Cung còn chiếm đoạt là hơn 67,7 tỷ đồng.
Hiện tại là em đang có mặt ở trước chùa Phước Quang. Thì chùa này tọa lạc tại số 02 ở trên đường Võ Tấn Đức, K2, thị trấn Tam Bình, tỉnh Vĩnh Long là gia đình. Thì hôm nay là ngày rằm tháng Giêng, 15 tháng 1 âm lịch 2021 ở đại gia đình. Thì chùa này cách đây mấy tháng trước á, thì cụ trụ trì ở chùa này bị người ta tố là lừa gạt chiếm đoạt tài sản đó. Chùa năm nay vô đây vắng hả cô?
Dạ. Chùa luôn con ơi.
Dạ, mỗi năm ở chùa đây chắc đông hơn hả cô?
Ít không? Mấy năm nay ít.
Dạ, mấy năm nay
nhiều.
Dạ, mấy năm trước thì nhiều. Dạ.
Hôm 19 tháng 6, Giáo hội Phật giáo Việt Nam đã công bố quyết định kỷ luật sư Thích Chân Quang. Theo đó, ông không được thuyết giảng dưới mọi hình thức, không chủ trì tổ chức các sự kiện tập trung đông người tại Thiền Tôn Phật Quang và các địa điểm khác trong thời gian 2 năm. Nội dung quyết định nói trên là từ thông báo của Ban Thường trực Hội đồng Trị sự Giáo hội Phật giáo Việt Nam. Theo thông báo, Giáo hội Phật giáo Việt Nam đã nhận được nhiều phản ánh từ Phật tử, nhân dân, báo chí về việc những bài giảng của Thượng tọa Thích Chân Quang gây hoang mang trong xã hội, gây phản ứng từ cộng đồng, làm suy giảm niềm tin vào Phật Pháp và ảnh hưởng đến uy tín của giáo hội này. Nhà sư Thích Chân Quang nổi tiếng trên mạng xã hội với những phát ngôn gây sóng gió về nhân quả, các lời kêu gọi cúng dường, cũng như các phát ngôn chỉ trích những nhà sư khác. Trên các nền tảng như YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, không khó để tìm được các phát ngôn gây tranh cãi của ông. Một số câu nói gây nhiều tranh cãi của nhà sư Thích Chân Quang bao gồm: phải tìm tiền mệnh giá cao và đưa cho thầy trụ trì, ông thầy trụ trì mới làm được việc đạo nha. Tại sao lại có gương mặt đẹp như vậy? Bởi vì kiếp nào đó ta cũng tham dự lễ đúc tượng và ta cũng đã cúng dường. Người mà có tâm đạo cúng luôn cả cái nhà mình cho chùa luôn, dọn đi chỗ khác ở. Ai hát karaoke nhiều, người đó có nguy cơ chết làm ma câm. Nếu ông Thích Chân Quang có vi phạm thì sẽ xử lý nghiêm minh. Cũng theo tờ báo này, những phát ngôn của nhà sư Thích Chân Quang trong các video trên mạng xã hội không đúng với giáo lý, giáo luật, truyền thống văn hóa của Phật giáo và lịch sử của dân tộc Việt Nam, sửa đổi giới cấm trong chứng điệp quy y tam bảo của Phật giáo.
Rất là yên ắng cả nhà ơi, không tiếng động gì chân luôn, cả nhà rất là yên ắng. Cảnh chùa thấy cũng êm đềm, thấy sao thấy buồn, thấy ảm đạm lắm cả nhà. Vắng quá trời, không có người cả nhà, vắng lắm, thấy buồn lắm cả nhà.
Tucked away in the valleys of northeastern Thailand, this temple was once raking in millions in cash, gold and jewels from wealthy donors. The temptation proved too much for its monks.
Well, it's pretty quiet here today, but just a year ago, this place was swarming with dozens of cops who'd just made an incredible discovery and blown open one of the biggest cases of temple fraud in Thailand's history.
It centred on one of the country's most famous monks, Pra Khom, who'd developed a loyal following among the rich and famous. I've come to find out how police cracked the case. Lieutenant Colonel Panuma Sangsong was a part of the team which raided the temple and brought down Prakom and 6 other monks.
How did this case land on your desk?
ทางกองปราบเนี่ยก็ได้รับเรื่องร้องเรียนจากประชาชนก็คือลูกศิษย์ลูกหาของพระคมร้องเรียนเกี่ยวกับพฤติกรรมที่ไม่เหมาะสมของพระคมในเรื่องเสพเมถุนในลักษณะชายรักชาย
What started as a sex scandal quickly turned into something much bigger.
เราก็เลยไปตรวจสอบเพิ่มเติมในส่วนของเส้นทางการเงินต่างๆนะครับก็ไปพบว่าสำคัญที่สุดเลยก็คือเราพบพยานหลักฐานที่พระคมเนี่ยเอาเงินไปฝากไว้กับบัญชีน้องสาว
Officers brought Prakom in for questioning. Then he made a rookie error. He called his monks from the police station and told them to hide the loot.
บางคนก็เอาไปไว้ที่หอระฆังบ้างเราก็พาเขาไปตรวจยึดบางคนมีการเอาไปขุดหลุมฝังไว้ที่ภูเขาหลังวัดนะครับโดยใส่จีวรห่อไว้
They were caught red-handed, as pictures from the raid captured.
เราสอบสวนจนเขาพาไปขุดหมดก็จะมีซ่อนไว้ตามมุมตามป่าตามภูเขาหลายจุด
So this was jewelry that people had donated, right?
ก็จะถูกถ้าเป็นทองแท่งทองรูปพรรณเนี่ยก็จะเอาไปหลอมทำเป็นยอดฉัตรบนเจดีย์อย่างเงี้ยครับส่วนใหญ่เป็นทองส่วนใหญ่เป็นทองคำทองแท่ง
Wow. Look at that gold.
Prakom has since been jailed for his part in embezzling a staggering 12 million Australian dollars in temple funds.
ทุกสืบสวนเนี่ยก็ตกใจว่าโอ้โหเงินที่คนที่ว่าเป็นคนที่นับถือศาสนาพุทธนะครับที่มีจิตที่จะอยากทำบุญเพื่อเอาไปทำนุบำรุงศาสนาเนี่ยแต่กลุ่มนี้ก็เอาไปเป็นของส่วนตน
The Cathedral of the Holy Cross is the largest Roman Catholic church in Boston. It fits nearly 1,500 people, but the pews are emptier than ever.
I've been a priest for 45 years now, and I think it's a great blessing. But I think, like every other intelligent Catholic, there would be things that the church stands for and the things the church says that I in fact, am not happy with.
Right now, 30% of Boston adults identify as Catholic. That number is down 20% since 2000 across the U.S. In Boston,
maybe 40%, due to various things, particularly the sex abuse scandal, anger at statements from the Vatican.
Statements ostracizing Catholics who call church home.
Demons, monsters, and ghosts do have some attractive power because they are different than the human standard. We humans have power also, but are suppressed because we have been doing things that suppress all our power, or without to work without the power, because in the Maya world, which is this world, you're not allowed to use power. If you came from heaven, you're not allowed to use obvious magical power to attract people. Only the demons, monsters, and devils can do that because they have controlled this world since long ago. So whoever came from heaven has to, kind of sign a contract to be quiet, to work quietly, or else. But to be a master, you can't work quietly. Sooner or later, people will tell each other, will tell far and wide, and the master always gets into trouble. You name any master that doesn't have trouble. No, none. None of the real masters lived a peaceful and wonderful life. Well, of course, in some period of time when there was peace in some peaceful countries, probably lucky masters, but rarely any. Yeah, rarely. Mostly they were being tormented all their lives and die brutally if a real master is like that. Because the Maya knows who the real masters are. So they will be after them to obstruct and or eliminate the masters and their teaching. Those are lousy monks and preaching nonsense. Monks. I even saw a monk, a Buddhist monk, who preached to his followers, his faithful monks and nuns, that there's no Amitabha Buddha land. That's just a theory. And also there is no hell. The hell concept has just been introduced 500 years ago. No. In the Buddha's time already we have hell. That's why his disciple, Mukhen Liang, Maugayayana, had to go to hell and then come back and beg the Buddha to rescue his mother who cheated the monks and give them meat to eat, telling them that is vegan food. And the one who destroyed the Buddha's clan also went to hell directly, immediately after that. After he killed and massacred the Buddha's clan brutally, he and his whole army drowned in the flood, suddenly died, just like that, all of them, and went to hell, Avisya or relentless hell. That's in the Buddhist Sutra. It's not I who say it.
Họ Thích liền cho mở cửa thành. Khi ấy, vua Lưu Ly liền bảo quần thần: Nay, nhân dân họ Thích rất nhiều, chẳng phải đao kiếm có thể hại hết được, nên đem chôn chân trong đất, rồi sau cho voi dữ đạp chết. Bấy giờ, quần thần vâng lệnh vua, liền dùng voi đạp chết những người ấy. Thế Tôn bảo các tỳ kheo: Nay vua Lưu Ly và quân lính này chẳng còn ở đời bao lâu nữa, sau 7 ngày sẽ bị tiêu diệt. Vua Lưu Ly sai người đếm ngày, đến đầu ngày thứ 7, đại vương mừng rỡ không thể tự kiềm, đem các quân binh cùng các thể nữ đến bên bờ sông A Chỉ La, vui chơi rồi nghỉ ở đó. Nửa đêm, có mây bất ngờ kéo đến, gió to mưa lớn rất mau. Vua Lưu Ly và quân lính bị nước cuốn hết, tất cả đều tự tiêu diệt, thân hoài mạng chung sanh vào trong địa ngục A Tỳ. Lại có lửa trời đốt cung điện trong thành. Bấy giờ Thế Tôn liền nói kệ: Tạo ác thật quá sức, đều do thân miệng làm. Thân này chịu khổ não, thọ mạng cũng ngắn ngủi. Nếu lúc ở tại nhà thì bị lửa thiêu đốt, nếu lúc mạng đã hết, ắt sanh trong địa ngục.
So how can that monk who's supposed to be a famous monk in the high rank of monkhood, his name is Thích Nhật Từ, a priest, and tell his people that there's no hell and no Amitabha Buddha's land?
Và dựa vào nhà Phật giáo Nguyên Thủy đó, thì rõ ràng đó, hình ảnh địa ngục chỉ là một phương tiện để giáo dục đạo đức thôi. Bởi vì tất cả đều tái sinh ngay lập tức, thì còn đâu mà tồn tại ở dưới địa ngục. Niệm Phật có giảng sanh cực lạc Tây Phương được hay không? Câu trả lời nếu đúng với lịch sử và dựa vào bài kinh thứ 18, kinh Trường Bộ là không, vì Tây Phương cực lạc không có thật.
My disciples even went to Amitabha Buddha's land and described what it is all about.
Each of Master's disciples has similar, different, or more inner spiritual experiences and or outer world blessings. These are just some samples. Usually we keep them to ourselves as per Master's advice.
天堂游记，阿弥陀佛的西方极乐世界或极乐净土。师父曾开示过，我们跟师父学打坐，就是每天在世往生，灵魂神识能够在天堂与尘世之间来来去去，不必等到真正肉身往生才能看到天堂。我有幸能几次在打坐中去到阿弥陀佛的西方极乐世界或极乐净土参观，但我并不是修净土宗，而是修习青海无上师传授的观音法门，就能在还在世时去到西方极乐世界游玩。所以观音法门是非常圆通的法门，是万法之宗。我看到的西方极乐世界就跟佛教经典说的一样，黄金铺地，宫殿都是软软的有弹性的黄金所建成，透明又放射出金光， 殿内殿外柱子上都镶有7彩或是9彩宝石，一切都是光的组成。那边的光亮建筑有各种我们地球上的古建筑形式，有华丽佛教形制的，有伊斯兰教形制的，或者是典雅的天主教古建筑形式。因为地球的建筑都是模仿天堂的，天堂的建筑物实在太漂亮了，没办法用世界语言描述。宫殿都有自己的意识，就像活的生物一样，我们都能跟宫殿沟通。而且虽然表面上看有门，但是我们可以不通过门就穿透进去，没有什么阻。那个世界的花草颜色特别透明，特别光亮，都会唱歌，树木也全是闪闪发光，亦会发出一种精细的震动频率，就像在歌咏一般。那些光太强了，所以刚进去的时候看不清是树木还是花草，连动物族人都在发光。那边的山虽然也是绿色的，但是特别亮，颜色很鲜明。我先到西方极乐世界的下品下生之处参观，这里的人是在地球上有福报，或者是念过阿弥陀佛、业障少的人。他们刚来这里的时候，要先洗干净在地球被大染缸污染的部分，慢慢洗干净之后，再进入到中品。中品开始比较有打坐修行，但杂念还比较多。我看到有些人还会想念以前当人时候的享受，比如说想吃什么，只要想一想，那些食物就出现，让他享受。想要什么东西都能马上用意念造出来。比较值得注意的是，我看到有些戒律比较清楚，修行净土宗的出家人往生到下品或是中品，会后悔当他们在有人类肉身的时候没有好好修行，到了那里又想努力修行。因此在极乐净土，每一品都有佛菩萨慈悲去讲经教导。如果是观音菩萨讲经的时候，一切众生都会神奇的全部变成17、18岁那种少女的模样听经，服饰也都是一致的。然后观音菩萨用震动频率讲经，所有的人就都听懂观音菩萨讲什么。我还见到，要是阿弥陀佛来讲经，那每个人都会神奇的变成男的童子来听经。阿弥陀佛也不用言语，都用震动频率来讲，大家就都听懂。讲完经，大家再按照自己的频率变回自己原本的穿戴，很有意思。我也在里面跟着听经。在那边每个人都有家，那个家就是一朵莲花。 每个人都在自己的莲花台里面打坐、修行、念经等等。一朵莲花是比地球还大，因为阿弥陀佛的一只眼睛就像宇宙那么大了，所以西方极乐世界的众生也相应的非常非常大，不像我们地球人类这么小。这里虽然是佛国，可是如果修行不好，莲花会干枯，没有光，骗不了人。经典记载，西方极乐世界有很出名的八功德水。我看见那是透明的水，殊胜特性为澄净、清冷、甘美、轻软、润泽、安和、除饥渴、长养诸根。我们灵魂外面有脏的东西，都可以去那里洗，洁净之后再回自己的房子莲花里边继续修行打坐。西方极乐世界只有快乐，没有痛苦烦恼，所以叫做极乐净土。西方极乐世界的上品则几乎都是佛菩萨在居住的，他们在那里学习宇宙法律和宇宙的奥秘，准备普度众生，期许自己成为品阶更高的佛菩萨，这是在那里生活的努力目标。几次极乐净土访问过后，感想是大家要趁着还有人身的时候，努力吃素修行，过道德爱心的生活，并精进修习最高等的观音法门。那么不用等到往生，就可以用神识去到各种高等天堂游历，天堂都欢迎我们这样的修行人。师父更已经为好弟子与好人备妥新乐土，那更是殊胜无比的美妙天堂。